Alright, so I just wanted to rant a little bit on WrestleMania 30 because it's setting up to be a pretty shitty show. I mean, like last year we had one really good match, one great match between Punk and Undertaker, and everything else was shit. That's sort of how it's setting up to be this year. I mean, you have probably gonna have one good match between Undertaker and Brock, and then everything else is probably gonna suck or not be up to par with the WrestleMania standards. Like maybe like Bray Wyatt versus John Cena might be a decent match, but if John Cena wins, it's like that's just gonna be a bunch of bullshit. Because you have talent in Bray Wyatt. He's a guy who has a good character right now. He's cutting some promos that I'm finding very enjoyable. So he's got a good promo, and he's also a good wrestler. He put on a great match with Bryan at the Rumble, probably a 4-star match, or maybe even higher. He just puts on good matches. I mean, so he's a good wrestler. He's a good promo. He's better than Cena. But Cena's probably gonna go out there. Oh, they're gonna bill him. Oh, he's on one leg. Oh, his leg's broken. Whatever, And Cena's probably gonna go out there. Oh, attitude adjustment on one leg. Oh, and he's probably gonna fucking win. It's just bullshit. Um, and what else do we have at WrestleMania? We had this Gold Dust and Cody Rhodes. I mean, like they were doing the whole thing, the tag team, which I was enjoying. Gold Dust and Cody, Rhodes brothers or whatever, the Rhodes Dynasty, whatever they're called. And you're thinking, oh, they're gonna break up and have this match at Mania, but no, they're still together. You have a great opportunity here. They were together for what, 5 months or something. They lost the titles at the Rumble, and then I thought, oh, they're gonna break up now and feud. No, they're together still, and they're not going anywhere. There's nothing else for them to do. They should just have the fucking match. It's just I don't get it. I don't get what Vince McMahon's thinking. What else is there to do with them? I mean, they were champs for like 6 months or something. They're maybe not 6 months, but they were champs for a couple months, more than a couple months. It had to be like 4 months because I think they won it at that Raw or whatever. So it's somewhere like 4 to 6 months. So they were champs for a pretty long time. So they're not gonna get another reign or anything. So yeah. The logical thing to do would be break them up and have them feud. Oh yeah, it's a great idea. It's a pretty obvious one too. Put them in a match at Mania. They'll put on a really good match, and it's brother versus brother, so you get an emotional side of it. You can invest in the match, and it will also be a good match too. But no, they don't want to do that. They're probably not even going to be in the fucking card, so it's just retarded. We also got Triple H versus Daniel Bryan. And what it's just underwhelming here. Triple H, he's going to associate himself with Daniel Bryan because Daniel Bryan's clearly the best wrestler on the company. Triple H is going to rely on Bryan to carry his lazy ass, his old fucking washed up ass to a good match. And Daniel Bryan probably will carry Triple H to a good match. Triple H just keeps putting himself in these matches against guys like Brock Lesnar, so Brock Lesnar can carry his ass to a good match, or Daniel Bryan. And but really, does Triple H even need to be in the fucking company anymore? I mean, maybe a backstage role, teaching the younger guys, maybe something along those lines, but not on fucking TV every fucking week. I mean, he's fucking 48 years old, 46 something. He's in his 40s. He's in his late 40s, mid to late 40s. And he's still fucking on TV. He's still in, like, main matches. He's still involved in the main storylines. And it's like, can you fucking pass the torch on to the younger stars who could actually, who are actually going to be around in wrestling the next 10 years? Or Triple H still might be around in the next 10 years, so I guess I can't really say that. Yeah, he's gonna be wrestling on using a fucking cane when he's a fucking grandpa. It's gonna be fucking, pathetic. He's gonna be like Hulk Hogan wrestling in TNA in what was that, 2011 or some shit like that. It's gonna be, you should just fucking retire already. Just fucking hang your boots up and fucking retire. We don't like you, Chip. Nobody really likes him anymore. It's pretty obvious he's a fucking egomaniac, talking a bunch of shit about Daniel Bryan, He just buries Daniel Bryan. Can't even tell him, get him over. Oh, I won't wrestle you because you're B plus, you're a B plus player. Oh, I only wrestle with A plus players. It's like, who the fuck are you to say that? Yeah, you're really good, Triple H. Yeah, you're fucking, nobody even likes you. So that match, I mean, it'll probably be a decent match or whatever. But Daniel Bryan should not be wrestling fucking Triple H. And if Triple H fucking wins, oh my god, I would be so fucking pissed. If Triple H fucking wins, that'll just be fucking, I'll be fucking so pissed off. If Triple H goes over Daniel Bryan like he went over CM Punk at Night of Champions in 2011, I will be so fucking pissed off. That there'll be a lot of ranting from me if Triple H fucking wins against Bryan. What other matches? Oh, by the way, the original plan was Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus. Really? Daniel Bryan versus fucking Sheamus? Are you fucking serious? They were gonna do that. Bryan versus Sheamus. We saw. Okay, let's flash back here. We already saw that match at Mania 27. I think it was like a dark match or something. They didn't have time to put it on the card, so they just made it a dark match. So we saw it at Mania 27. We saw it at Mania 28, where he lost in 18 seconds, which was a fucking disaster. They still like to bring that up for some fucking reason, oh, he lost in 18 seconds. I think they just seem. I always hear about it. They just bring it up a lot. I've been watching wrestling now for 2 years, and they brought it up. A lot. They've been bringing it up. I started watching in Survivor Series 2011, which means WrestleMania was in what later. A couple months after I started watching, about 6 months after I started watching. So I think I've heard. The mention of the 18 seconds at least fucking 10 times, 15 times since I fucking started watching. I don't even know why that's relevant, when I started watching, since it was before Mania. But whatever, you get what I'm fucking trying to say. They just keep bringing that up, and it's a low point in their company. It's a low moment in their company. So I don't get why they keep bragging about, oh, he lost in 18 seconds. It's not like nobody was really praising that or anything. It was fucking retarded. One of the best wrestlers in the company. No, the best wrestler in the company losing in 18 seconds. Bullshit. I call bullshit on that. But yeah, really, they're gonna do it again. They were planning on doing it again. But thank God for Bryan that Punk left. Now they're gonna do Triple H versus Bryan. We also got, as I mentioned earlier in the vid, Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. I'm pleased with this match. We've seen it in the past, but that was a long time ago. So I'm happy that this match is gonna happen. Taker's gonna win though, which it's all right. Punk should have broke the streak last year. Just would have been better. Punk was very hot at the time. Was wrestling pretty good. Was cutting some really good promos. It would have just been fitting for him to go over, but he didn't. So, I wouldn't mind with Taker winning or Lesnar winning. It's pretty hard to fuck this one up, but WWE might find a way to do it. So, but yeah, I'm pleased that match is gonna happen. Maybe get some good promos between Undertaker and Heyman. The one thing they didn't do last year was you had CM Punk, a guy who could cut a great promo. And you had Undertaker, a guy who's got a great character. He's got a nice history. He's a legend. And they didn't have one face-to-face promo at all. None. Zero. What the fuck? Yeah, that's what I was saying to myself. What are they doing? Can we get a face-to-face promo? They never do that anymore. Shield versus Wyatt. Didn't get anything. No build to that fucking match. It was a great match, but we didn't get any build. Rock Cena, the main event at WrestleMania 29. You had I remember the Raw before WrestleMania 29. They did not have a face-to-face promo. The Rock and Cena, I remember Rock came out, cut his promo. Then an hour later, Cena came out and cut his promo, and that was it. No face-to-face promos. That's a great part of wrestling. The face-to-face promos. Cena versus Bryan. They had a very awesome face-to-face promo before SummerSlam. Can we get more of that shit? Can we get more, face-to-face promos? I like face-to-face promos. They're good. But no, we don't get any. But hopefully we will get a promo, like some Heyman promos with Undertaker actually inside the ring together. face to face. Okay, so then the main event of WrestleMania, Batista versus fucking Randy Orton. Holy shit, is this match gonna suck? You know, this is a main event. They're building this as a main event. This is gonna be the last match. I hope it's not, but I think it's gonna be the last match. And it's like they totally fucked this up. First off, they're Batista. They're fucking booing him, and so they decide to turn him heel on SmackDown. They turn him heel on SmackDown. It's like usually the major heel and face turns take place on Raw or a pay-per-view, but no, they put it on SmackDown to show that nobody really watched it. I think a lot of, like 3 million people watch it, but I don't watch it, so I didn't fucking see it. I saw it in the fucking highlights they put on their YouTube channel. So now they got a heel versus a heel in the main event of WrestleMania. Oh yeah, they really fucked themselves over. And some people might say, oh well, the Shield versus Wyatt is a heel. The heels are going against each other. This is different because a majority of the crowd hates the fucking hates Batista. A majority of the crowd hates Orton. So it's like nobody likes him. And even before, but it's like nobody even liked Batista as a fucking face. They couldn't even make this successful if they even tried. I don't even know why I'm telling them to do what they're gonna. Even if I was a fucking promoter or whatever, if I was the head of WWE and they told me, oh, Batista versus Orton has to be the main event, I couldn't do anything about it. We all know that no matter what we do, Batista versus Orton's gonna be a fucking horrible main event. But now they just dug themselves deeper into the fucking hole by putting them both as heels. It just seems very awkward now. Like with Shield Wyatt, it's different because yeah, they are both heels, but it just feels different because they're actually bigger heels. They're like people like them, think they're good wrestlers. Yeah, but nobody fucking likes Batista. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna talk about some matches of WrestleMania that I would probably make. I didn't really, since I got a couple minutes left here, I'll talk some matches maybe I would put in. As I said, Goldust versus Cody Rhodes, I would definitely put that one in. Divas matches, probably do AJ versus Naomi or AJ versus Natalia. Or even AJ versus Emma or AJ versus... that's probably what I would do. AJ versus Paige for the title. Other matches... who do we got that's fucking good in this fucking company? It's hard to fucking... Oh, yeah, Cesaro. I said this, I think I made a WrestleMania dream card or whatever. I would do Cesaro versus Sami Zayn again. But I said that before they made the match at Arrival, so I probably wouldn't do that again. But I wouldn't mind seeing like Cesaro wrestle for a belt or whatever, like a title. That's the thing. They merge a title, so now there's only one title. So you can't get 2 champions. It's very difficult now to become a world champion, which is the reason I opposed the merging of the belts. But hopefully they break them up again. That would be pretty cool, So now there's more world champions. There's more people who quote unquote make it, So maybe like Cesaro versus Swagger or some shit like that. I think they're gonna do that. I think they're already gonna do that at Mania. So but yeah, I can't really think of many matches off the top of my head. I would probably do like Bryan versus Punk if Punk was still there, or Bryan versus Orton for the title with Bryan winning. I would probably still do Lesnar versus Undertaker. I would probably still do Cena versus Wyatt, with Bray Wyatt going over though. Bray Wyatt should go over because just make it happen. Put Bray Wyatt over Cena. It would be a cool moment, even if it is put him over clean. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Oh no, Cena's gonna lose fucking clean. Oh no. It's not like the world's gonna fucking fall apart in WWE. Just do it. So, yeah, I think WrestleMania is gonna be a fucking disaster, in my opinion. Let's see what happens, though. Maybe it'll be a good show, but chances are it'll be pretty shitty. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts on fucking WrestleMania. Give me your matches you'd like to see. So, yeah, comment below if you want. So, there you go, people.